Welcome to Success Talk Live. I am so excited to do this show, and I'm going to just kind of give you a little snippet while everybody's chiming in. I've got this beautiful guest here with me today. I'm going to introduce her in just a moment, but I'm going to do a little housekeeping since this is our launch day. This is our first one. So Katherine over there, you've got some great tech support over there. Can somebody check to make sure this is up and running and I'm live on Facebook would be great. Thank you. And Success Talk Live is going to be a weekly show I'm going to host to give you all success tips, the secret sauces, the good stuff from great entrepreneurs and business owners and some nonprofits who are doing amazing things in their businesses. And they're going to share that special sauce, I like to say, that makes a difference. Those absolutely you need to do, and those absolutely never, ever, ever do not do, the do not do's. So we're going to start today, and I'm very excited because we're going to do this on Facebook Live, and then we might expand to some other platforms as well. And if you don't know me, because you might be Katherine's guest, or you might be just chiming in from somewhere else, I'm Aurea McGarry, and media is my favorite. I host Atlanta Live on WATC. I've done my own TV show. I've done over 400 radio shows and dozens TV shows. And now I'm opening up my playbook to you, to give you media tips, to show you how to celebritize your business or nonprofit, whether you're a chiropractor, an author, a speaker, travel agent, whatever you do, we're going to help celebritize you. And I could not have a better first guest on my show than Katherine. But before we get to Katherine, I want to again make sure everybody's chiming on. So take a quick moment and share this or tag this to people that you know that need some secret sauces to success. People that need to either get a start or go to the next level in their business, because this is going to be some real meat and potatoes and some juicy juice. So grab that, share it, tag someone, and let us know where you're watching from, because I'm really interested to find out if I'm just getting local people from the Atlanta Southeast or people watching all over the country or maybe even all over the world. So type in the comment box what city and state you are watching from. So I'm excited to see where y'all are coming from for that. So without any further ado, let's see. I'm going to introduce Katherine before I tell you all of her wonderful accolades. She is going to teach you secret tips to how she built her amazing fitness company using social media. Then I'm going to chime in and give Katherine and all of you a very good quick tip on how to use a magazine periodicals to celebritize your business as well. So I'm traditional media and Katherine is social media, which as you can tell from this morning and today, social media technology is not all my cup of tea, but I'm learning. So school's never out for the pro. So let's do this. Katherine, how do I look on your end? Is it showing? Is it streaming?
We are good. We are live on Facebook, and I can see everything is streaming. So kudos to you for pushing through with technology. That's the tough part for us, right?
It really is. I mean, talk about if I can do this, you can do whatever you want to do today. That's for sure, because this is not my ballpark. So we'll get better and better. But I also like to I don't wait till I'm perfect to do anything. So I'm not waiting till everything in my world, my technology is so perfect to do a Facebook Live, because we're not going to have any goof ups. I love goof ups because I love life, and I love that if you're watching this show now and you see, a light fall on my head or, a technical issue, great, good. So what? The content's going to be great, and I just want to give you hope, everybody that's watching, that you can do this too. So that's how that is for us. That's my 2 cents for this moment. So good, Katherine, we're up and running. So without any further ado, my first success guest for Success Talk Live with Aurea McGarry is none other than Katherine Marshall, who I met from What Women Want group, which is a fabulous networking group for women. I'm sure there's a few great men in there as well. It's all over the country. And I asked her to be on because she does know social media. So I knew she'd be a great first guest for my show. She has taught me a lot already. So let me tell you a little bit about her, and then she's going to answer some really good questions. And if you all have questions during this, please put them in the comment section, which I can't see, but Katherine can, since I'm just not even seeing anything on my Facebook Live right now. But I'll leave it to Katherine because she's got a great hubby that's watching now that can help us, tell us what those questions are, and we can answer them for you. All right, Katherine Marshall has over 21 years of experience in the fitness industry. Our guest coaches clients she has guests and clients all over the U.S. Katherine is a professional speaker and an author of Simply Fat Burn. That got my attention. I like the topic already. 3 steps to becoming fit and lean, and it's available on Amazon. So I wanted to talk to her because of that as well, because it's a topic I struggle with. Her background as a therapist and personal trainer has led her to create a unique approach combining mental, physical, and emotional elements to get immediate results. We like that. It's all about strategy. And yes, you can have some chocolate too. Yes, chocolate. Good. She uses social media to connect, teach, and inspire us to focus on the right things. She's also going to tell us what not to do. She uses she'll share some amazing insights, how she built her business using social media, because she is an amazing expert on that. So, Katherine, welcome to our launch show of Success Talk Live. Thank you for being the first one and struggling through a couple of little kinks that we've had. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And it's just such an honor. In the time that we've known each other, I've been able to see what you do with your summit, all of the work with charities, and you're always out there helping people. So it's just an honor to be the first guest. And I will say, the reason you chose me as your first guest is because I do a lot on social media.
I figured I could mess up with you and you'll help me through it.
Absolutely. Well, we talked earlier in the year about helping each other and just grow on social media and connect and expand our networks. And it's just been a beautiful thing. So
it really has. I'm all about teamwork, and I teach, if anybody that's in my circle, anybody ever hears me talk, I'm just a really big supporter of you can't go through this life alone. We're not supposed to know everything. I mean, as great as we could be, right? We have our specialties and our special platforms and our talents and our gifts. And there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I'm not great at this part, technology or business or money or whatever it is, but I'm really great at this. So you can really do your great stuff and have the support around you, creating jobs around you as well in the other stuff. So I love that. So that's why I'm going to hand it over to you to give us some social media tips, because I'm learning as we go as well. I can do TV all day long, but now we're doing this webcam stuff.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
It's all new to me, but I know just enough to be dangerous. And I was dangerous this morning, that's for sure. All right, Katherine, I'm going to ask you your very first question.
Sure.
First thing is, when did you realize your activity on social media was working for your business?
Oh, I want to say it was probably about 7 or 8 years ago. I was making some posts about clients that got results. And I would post something and then I would connect with someone and bam, I had another client. So I was really working this through Facebook. And one thing I want people to know is right now, there are 1 billion people on Facebook. I know. It's astronomical. So your people are there. And, one thing I started thinking about is go where the people are. And they're always on Facebook. Some of them are on LinkedIn. But, we network, so we're out there meeting people. We're talking to people. But it's a direct connect where you can share, you can enhance those relationships. But I really noticed that my posts were resulting in clients. I would post something exciting, and the next thing you know, I had more people that were working out with me and were learning from me.
Oh, that's great. Don't you love it when it just kind of happens and it's organic? You do something, it's like, it works. Now, we are talking about Facebook. Now, I know Facebook has my audience, and everybody's like, oh, you should be doing more LinkedIn. It's more business. Or you got to be on Instagram. Oh, you got to make sure you're doing on Twitter. Oh, what about Snapchat? It gets all consuming. And I know, especially my generation, let's just say over 40. And it's like, where do you go? So how do you know where to navigate, where the best spot is for your business to find your tribe and your demographics and your best new clients?
Yeah, I would take a look for your business and see what are the other bigger people doing, the bigger businesses. So if you're in cosmetics, do they have a huge presence on Instagram? So I would take a look at who are the big dogs, take a look at what they're doing, and then choose where you spend the majority of your time on those platforms. So you can really learn a lot by modeling behavior and doing it your way and putting your take on it. But I would do a little bit of market research with the other companies.
Reminds me that I always say it's all right to copy someone as long as you copy the right cat. Oh, it's good to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. And then you're adding your own tweak to it. But why try to reinvent the wheel? If somebody that is in your industry is using that platform, then you know it's got to be good if you see them having 1 million followers, for sure. And then you're your own person in your own business doing different things, but on the same platform. I know that Facebook is really good, that women are there. Like I said, our demographics of 40 and up. Do you find that still to be true, that it's really women based on Facebook? Should the guys that are watching maybe tend to go more towards LinkedIn?
No, I think a lot of the men are on Facebook as well. I think the men are either on Facebook, they may have a profile on LinkedIn, but Facebook is it's just so much larger. And I do spend some time on LinkedIn as well, and I'll tell you a quick little story.
Please.
First of the year, I made some New Year's posts. It was, of course, everyone's in that New Year's mode. And I posted some things about some phenomenal results on LinkedIn. And someone messaged me. It was someone I knew from a networking group that I was in a couple years ago. So we messaged back and forth, and I picked up the phone and called him, and we talked. And 2 days later, he was in my office on January 1st. He said, "I'm ready to get started."
Nice.
Yeah, he signed up as a coaching client. So that was January 1st. This morning, he has lost 42 pounds.
Oh, nice.
I know. So Patrick, you'll probably see this and be sweet and share. But again, that was the power of reconnecting through LinkedIn.
Smart. Okay, so if the people are watching today, they might, like me, know enough about social media to be dangerous. We've got a presence on probably everything, but we don't know where to go first. So if you were going to do anything first, because you've had some great success on Facebook, but that could be boosting, that could be Facebook ads, that could be Facebook Live, still gets a little all-consuming. One person told me, "Oh, don't waste your money on boosting, you're throwing your money to Facebook." Another person says you've got to do the Facebook ads, but they've got to be done in a certain way to get approved. There's so many pieces to this puzzle. So if you could give one great tip to the business people watching today, that if they were going to do something on Facebook right now, what do you suggest they jump in and do to get the best results?
I'm going to suggest that they post some content on Facebook that tells a story, that documents what they do, pictures, photos, a little description. And then I'm going to suggest that they connect with some of their Facebook friends, that they go to their page, hit like, make a comment, and engage. So that's what I'm going to, and again, play the easy card first. So.
Okay. So you said they should do this on their business page, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're building a presence, and you're really letting people know who you are and what you're about. So just be yourself, be authentic.
I like that because people will do business with people they know, like, and trust.
Absolutely.
So that makes it, I like what you said, tell stories. And we are going to find out where to follow you so they can, copy the right cat in social media and watch what you do.
Sure.
So a lot of times people are confused too. They have a Facebook personal wall, but now they have a business page, or they might have groups. Is it more beneficial to do all your main posting on your business page and then share it to your wall, or vice versa? Or do you have a better idea?
Okay. So my best practice is to, can you hear me? Can you still hear me?
I can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
There you can. Gotcha.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Well,
technical issues.
That's okay. My best practice is to post on my personal page and connect on my personal page and mix a little bit of business in with it. The way that the algorithms are set up in Facebook is people are going to predominantly see their personal friends. And it is personal. It's a personal relationship with someone that you have in your friends, your family, your business. And I would, yes, also post on your business, but most people are not going to see those business posts on your personal page. And if you think about it, Aurea, how many business posts have you seen that you paid attention to? Very few.
That's a really good point, because I know I just saw that newscast about Facebook, turning those algorithms around to see more of your friends versus ads. So that plays right into that.
So again, go where the people are. I mean, you are your business. Most of us are small business owners, or we're a personality. You can, and I know you have a lot of people on your Facebook. You can accept up to 5,000 friends.
Why do they stop you at 5,000?
I don't know, but it keeps me up at night.
I know.
It's a genuine concern, right?
It is, because I have to go back and start deleting people because I'm at 5,000. If I want to add somebody new, okay, who do I get rid of? And I have to go way back, years back to see,
Right.
like maybe it's
some of those people you may not know very well or may not be in touch with. So for someone like yourself, if you're at 5,000 and you're building your brand, I would suggest deleting a couple hundred people and then adding back in people that you're not in touch with and you're not sure who they are. And then adding back in people that you may have new people joining your program right now, and they're going to want to see you, but they may not see that business page. Okay. So I'm gonna, because I want you in touch with them. I want you intricately in touch with the people in your immediate circles.
Yeah, I do too. That's perfect. And everybody watching, that's a great tip. So that makes sense because it is more of a personal relationship. So
it is.
If you all are the same way, just kind of, delete people, get new people into your Facebook wall. And like for this one though, for people who are going to go Facebook Live, a couple things I learned this week, and Katherine, tell me if this is the right gist. I got half the people said, do this Facebook Live from your wall. Half the people said, no, do it from your business page. And I chose business page because Katherine, you kind of told me, instead of a few other people, when I was trying to get this Zoom call done, that if you do it on your if you do your live on your Facebook business page, as a business owner, you can track your algorithms better and you can do a lot more business things with it. But for other things, you can do your personal wall. Is that correct?
It is. I would switch it up and do some of both. I think I would try it both ways and really see what is working and what is connecting. I think there's more to the story. I mean, things are changing all the time, and let's face it, Facebook owns it. We don't. We're very fortunate to use this platform and really connect worldwide. But I think, we've got to watch for the changes. I Google changes consistently so that I can see what's new, what's working, what's not working. And then
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And then I study the trends. I look and see, which video got, 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 views. What were the components? What made it, we talked a lot about lighting, great lighting, dark videos. They're beautiful.
I've been watching YouTube. YouTube is a great way to get education. I've been watching YouTube last week trying to figure all this stuff out and what they're doing, what cameras they use and what lights. So you do have to do your due diligence and you do have to do your homework and anything you want to do. So that's great. Katherine, what's the biggest mistake that people can make when they're about to up their game in social media? What's a big do not ever do?
Oh gosh, I will say boring content. I know, the joke is Facebook Live, just don't, or too much content. I think people's attention span is very short. So if it's just a quick little clip of your dog, playing fetch, maybe 30 seconds.
Gotcha.
If it's a topic that you're speaking on and, it's something that is good information, but people are not totally interested in it, maybe 2 minutes and we're good. I've literally heard people say it was a good video, but it was just way too long.
I've heard that too. So we got to go. Nice to talk to you.
Bye.
I hear that all the time. So yes, good point. So we don't want to do that. Good content, not too long, not too short. And I think on a regular basis too is one thing I've learned a good thing to do on a regular basis. What is your favorite marketing tool before we end up? Because we do want to make this a short video. But if you have a favorite tool, what could you recommend?
I do. I love Facebook events. So if I'm hosting a networking event or I'm hosting a webinar, I will post a Facebook event and invite people. So that's pretty cool because people actually see it, they respond, but it's not just the event. I will also pick up the phone and call people. I do a lot of text messaging so that I can really engage and then remind people about the event. And then we have a full event. The party's on.
Go figure. I forgot about that. That's right. We could do an event for these webinars, these live webinars. Yep. And some people think, oh my gosh, do I need to do an event page for everything I do? But you're saying, yes, it's worth it.
I think it's the number one thing people will respond to is an actual Facebook event. I've had tremendous success hosting a webinar, and I'm early. I'm a baby in the webinar game. I'm still learning, but I've had tremendous success with a hot topic and then really connecting with people to get them to the webinar, build the value.
Great. So event page, I'm gonna put that on my notes for next week. So that's a great idea.
Sure.
Perfect. If anybody's asking questions, let me know, because like I said, for next week, I'll figure out how I can be watching my Facebook.
Oh gosh, we've got lots of hearts and likes. Thank you.
If you want to mention anybody, feel free, because I'm blind over here. So I'll figure that out for next week. Anybody in there? Okay. Let me know if they're on. Just feel free to chime in. And I had one more question. A favorite tool that I just found last night, as a matter of fact, I just want to chime in on that, is I found Live Leap. And I'll put that link in there because I got my special link from last night. Live Leap right now, when you go Facebook Live, you want to share it to your different platforms. Live Leap for like $14 a month will automatically put this from my page, and it's already putting a link on my wall on Facebook. It already has a link on LinkedIn and a link on my Twitter automatically. So I don't have to worry about that. So Live Leap is a real big discovery I found out probably at midnight last night. So
we've got a question here too from Susan. And how do you record on Zoom to Facebook Live?
Oh, well, I learned that at 2 o'clock this morning. So great question.
Yeah,
so much fun. When you go into Zoom, it has to be a webinar. So I did have to buy the extra pack, the add-on in Zoom for the webinar, and that's about $40 a month, but it's very much worth it if you're going to do this on a regular basis. Business expense, it's worth it. Then when you go in, it's really easy because it'll show you and has a video to show you how to do it. You have a little tab, click on it, it says Facebook Live, goes to the next page, you pick where you want it to go from, and then you zoom up, you click over there. It's really easy to set it up, but it is the extra add-on and only goes from a webinar. You cannot do it from the meeting. So figured that out this morning. Great question. Thanks, Susan. Okay, any other questions real quick? Because I'm going to give a media tip now while you guys are looking for questions. I want to give a shout out who's watching. Where are they watching from, Katherine?
Oh gosh, that's hard for me to tell. We do have one other question about what Live Link exactly is. Where do you find Live Link?
It's called Live Leap, like leapfrog. Live Leap.
Leapfrog. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put my link in the comments as soon as we're done. I'll put that link down there, and you can get a good deal for doing Live Leap, and it's really, really easy. You can watch a video on it. If I can learn it, like I said, at midnight last night in just a few minutes, and the help desk was really helpful, helping me get set up. So simple stuff, easy to do. Well, let me just say not easy. It's simple, but it's not always easy. You gotta learn something new. But I love the chat decks. They really walked through me, and they did the share screen. So they said, just do this, do this, do this, and I'm all set up. Thank God. Simpleness. Katherine, any last tip for your secret sauce to what people can do, even on another platform, that they want to take their nonprofit story or their business story out there to the masses? We've got Facebook Live. We've got event posting. Told us some do's and don'ts. What's one other secret sauce nugget you can give us?
Okay, this is really important, and this is big. It's really about what you share. So, I mean, Aurea, when you and I first got together and got to know each other, I was sharing your content immediately because I saw the value in your summit. I saw the value in all of the charities that were showing up. So we just asked each other, would you mind sharing my info? But I think sharing is the biggest thing. If you see a quote that speaks to you, if you see another group that has an event or something coming up that is really big, hit share. So I think it's all about promoting other people. And this is the biggest thing. It's not about me. It's about what can I share and how can I make other people the superstar.
You are the master at that, Katherine. You are so giving, and it is what goes around comes around. And when you do for others, it does come back to you 100-fold. And I do that all the time. I'm always sharing and liking. And you think that when people would see you doing that, they would automatically say, no. Not everybody does, but I take note of who's doing it for me. And I see your name up all the time. I see a lot of the people that I'll probably see when I log off. The same people that are just always so supportive. I just want to know we see you, we appreciate you, and probably right back at you for sure. And that does make a difference on Facebook and on Instagram, that if you like and comment on people that you want to see more of, that's what shows up in your news feed. If you don't, if you're just scrolling through and you see all these great people that you like that are in your networks, but you never hit like or you never hit a comment, eventually you're not going to see them anymore. So if you want to stay in touch with those people like me and Katherine, like and comment often. It's just those little things. And I was also taught commenting does get your presence even more seen. Like, don't always just like. do a good comment, like Katherine with you being in fitness. If you can chime in on relevant people that are also in the fitness industry, your peers, and then chime in your expertise, your opinion, disagree, agree, give an extra thought on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. It lets people see you even more instead of nobody's looking at the likes, they see comments. So that's just celebritizing yourself even bigger and better with the comments on whatever platform you're on, replying on Twitter, things like that. So don't just hit likes. You want to be seen. Get some comments out.
It's all about engagement. And when you engage with people, it's like starting up the conversation. So that's where you can always, you start to get to know people. You're talking back and forth. And, you can have 5,000 people, but if you've only got 10 of them that are engaging, we've got all of those other people. They're almost what I call dead numbers.
Right,
Because
exactly.
there's no engagement. It doesn't matter. So I will say, just like you said, just keep liking, comment, make a conversation, write a little sentence, put some emojis in. It's very, very easy.
It is. It takes time, but it's also good to make a phone call like you and I do, Katherine. We don't just count on Facebook or social media to connect with people that are close to us. We're talking, those people in our lives that we will do for each other. You get on that phone call. I have people that personal message me, Aurea, would you like my post I just did today? I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Because she private messaged me directly and said, would you mind doing that? I do that all the time when my peers ask me to, of course, and then they'll do it for me. So don't hesitate to find 10 really good buddies that y'all do that constantly for each other on a regular basis. So it's not a hit or miss. I hope somebody likes my stuff today or comments. Have those peer buddies, those collaborations like Katherine and I are together and a lot of us are together. We automatically will do that. We are proactive in each other's life. Find 10 good people that it's a constant, and that will make a difference for sure. Okay, well, with that now, we've done social media, so I'm going to just take a quick minute before we wrap up, so this isn't too long. God forbid, watch the clock. What I would suggest for you, Katherine, I'm going to use you as a example today. You're in the fitness industry, so if I was going to give a tip on traditional media, which is TV, magazines, even blogs, and radio, today I decided to give you a magazine tip. You may or may not already know this, but wherever anybody's watching from, this can relate to whatever business you're in and whatever magazine that you have. Again, you got to do your homework and know what magazines are out there. And I always suggest to my clients in media to start local, because if you become a celebrity locally, it starts branching out. Remember back in the day when Oprah had her show, and I was working with my publicist, and even if you had $1 million, you could not pay to be a guest on Oprah's show. It was, those producers had to find you, whether you were a great story, a great inspirational story somewhere in Wichita, Kansas, or whatever you were doing, they had to find you. And the only way they would find you is if you were creating a buzz in your city. In order to create a buzz in your city, you've got to saturate your city with you and your story. So that goes to how you're going to do that. One way is to find your local magazine, pick one to start. Today, I'm picking one for you, Katherine, you may or may not heard of. I know the publisher of this. I met her when she first started this magazine, and it has blown up. It's a perfect fit for you, but also for a lot of people watching. And it's called Best Self Atlanta. Y'all seen this one? I don't know if you've seen it. Are you there, Katherine?
I'm looking. Yeah, I've seen it before.
Can you see it for straight on, or does it look backwards?
I can see it.
Okay, perfect. This is Best Self. It's an Atlanta guide, so it's our area. It's local. And it's all about health and fitness, but it goes into things like ADHD, cooking, lifestyle. It's a great magazine if you're in any kind of those businesses. And if you go to the magazine, any magazine you choose online, you can pull up things like their latest articles. I don't know if you can see that or not. But anyway, you go to their articles, and you have to be I want you to be a secret sleuth for your business. Log in, get the magazine, but you can get anything online, and see all the articles that are in the magazine. And you can see who wrote the actual article, because magazines now are filled with contributing writers. You don't have to call the publisher or the editor, and see which writers are writing about things that you have an input on. whether you have a great idea, whether you train on that topic, and you need to get yourself in the mix. So you contact that writer and say something like, I read your articles regularly, or I saw an article about this topic, and I would love to give my input, my secret sauce to that same topic. How can I submit an article to you, or how can I be interviewed and give my expertise to you for a future article? So you build a relationship with the writers of these magazines. So start local, grab whether it's success, finance, health, fitness, pets, whatever it is. Find one that's local, dig in and get to know who's writing the articles, and be controversial, disagree, chime in, but get yourself seen. Because the only reason people are in these magazines is because they took the time to put themselves in their view. So there's another way I teach in my workshops too, how to get them to contact you every day. There's a cool way to do that. But this is something very simple every one of you can do to get yourself into a magazine right now, should you have a good fit. And we design topics, and we design all of those pitches in my workshops, what you could talk about, and we really expand what you may be talking about now. Katherine, I know you've got lots of great content, and you can talk on all sorts of topics. So I want to ask you, Katherine, what are your top 3 topics that you find that everybody wants to know about, or you find really is the most popular when you start posting about these 3 topics?
Oh gosh. Everyone wants to know what someone is doing when they lose the body fat fast and make it last. That's the number one thing that people tune into, and they lean in. They want to find out, what did they do? What are they eating? What are they thinking? And, I think people really want to know, how do you keep it off? Anyone can lose 5 or 10 or 15 pounds, but it comes right back. I mean, that is
a hot topic title too. Like, I lost the weight, but I found it again.
Exactly.
5 tips how to keep it off.
Yeah, and that's really my specialty, and I think the biggest thing people really want to know is, how do they get motivated? Mm-hmm. How do they really tap into that internal motivation and stay there? Because again, it's easy to go back to carbo land and just do cookies and wine or whatever, if it's chips and potatoes. We all love this stuff, myself included. And, and I really, when I teach on these things, it's simple. The answers are so simple, but then again, it's so simple to not do it. We are in a health crisis where it's 60% of us are overweight. And there are many of us that are not overweight, that are not healthy.
Exactly. You can be thin and not healthy. Great point. Great point. And Katherine, with yours, your book is simply Fat Burn.
It's called Simple Fat Burn.
Simple Fat Burn. So your theme with a lot of your articles could be simply, or simple fat burn ideas, or simple ways to never gain it back, simple ways to get it off, keep it off, live longer and stronger. Remember, when you're doing traditional media, it's got to be like a soundbite. It's got to be like simple fat burn, 5 ways to keep it off, news at 11. So find really catchy titles, because titles will be everything when you pitch the media and pitch the magazines. So, and it's also good for social media as well. So you kind of have that theme of simple. It's simple to do, but it's a hot topic. So give them the gusto, but making it simple. Simple way to, always keeping up. Simple way to lose 40 pounds. That's great.
That's great advice. Thank you.
Absolutely. You got to catch them. And it's not unfortunate, but it is just a fact. People buy into pain. So if the topic and the titles address their pain, they chime in. If everything's warm and fluffy and fuzzy and there's so much noise out there, but if your title captures that in pain, how to relieve stress and 40 pounds fast. I have stress, I have 40 pounds, and I want it fast. So you're really digging into the problem, and then the solution comes when they watch you or see you or read about you. So that's just a quick tip on that. So we have covered a lot. Katherine, you've been wonderful. Social media guru. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and how they can follow you for more.
Absolutely. You can always find me on Facebook under Simple Fat Burn. Very easy. My website is simplefatburn.com. Again, very easy. And you can find me on Amazon, and feel free to Facebook message me. I'll be happy to respond and pick up the phone and have a chat.
Oh, that's awesome. And Katherine, don't worry. I want you to go ahead and put those in the comments.
Absolutely.
And I can also put it in the description too. So don't worry about it, everyone. We'll get those links for you because Katherine is somebody you definitely want to watch. She's taught me a lot about social media, and you can have great social media success just doing a little bit every day and learning a little bit more every day. You don't have to pile it all on at once like I had to in the last 24 hours. That's no good for long term. So a little bit more every day. So that's great. Katherine, thank you so much. And if y'all are interested in more media, I'm going to have a webinar tomorrow, an absolutely free webinar for traditional media, which is going to be 5 easy ways to increase your business using media interviews. So not ads, but how you can be interviewed in media, magazines, TV, radio. Again, sharing your stories. People will buy from you if they know, like, and trust you first. So how to get you out there in traditional media so people can hear your story, hear who you help, how you help, so everyone can earn more, live more, and give more. So if that's exciting to you, tomorrow at noon is my webinar, absolutely free. I will put the link in the comment in the description as soon as we log off. Chime into that and everybody can come in for tomorrow. And I'm going to do my next show. This show is going to be regularly on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. And next week on this Facebook Live, I'm going to have humorist, author Lee Volpe here, who is the proud mother of a gorgeous little pig named Officer. And she's got a story to tell why that even is in existence right now. She's hysterical and crazy and wonderful and going to give some great humor because we truly believe you have to laugh in this life. And sometimes that's a learned skill. There's so much negative in this world, and learning to laugh and being able to laugh is really important. So we're going to have a good time next time at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. So I'm very excited about that. So tune back in, share this with a friend, tag, and leave a comment and questions. Even if you're not watching this live, let us know if you had a question, because both me and Katherine for the next week will be dedicated to coming back here and answering your questions, because you can be watching at any point. Katherine, again, thank you so much for being my guinea pig. Again, I mean guest. Success.
Thank you.
With all the
It's been fun. It's been an honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And What Women Want is a fantastic networking engagement that I love going to. So Katherine, we'll make sure we put What Women Want on there, because I go, I'm a member, and I meet the greatest people there. And I want you.
No, it is wonderful. And our next meeting is coming up March 22nd.
I'll be there.
Absolutely. And we're going to have Monica Shaw of Revenue Breakthrough is going to be our speaker. So it's going to be an exciting meeting. We're going to learn some awesome things about money truths, about really looking at your money story. So it is the place to be.
It is. And if you don't like your money story, then it's really the place to be, to give yourself a better money story.
Or if you step it up and change it and enhance it, absolutely. Come join us on March 22nd.
And she's great at it. I know people get scared of the money issue, but hey, it's tax time, so we need to address it. Make more of it, get better tax advantages, and really, I'm all about coaches and strategy. So if that's your weak point or your strong point, come and chime in. So I challenge you today to chime in the conversations. Go to people that are in your industry, chime in the conversations, and start leaving relevant, good content comments. Get out there and do it. Let people see who you are so you can be on Success Talk Live and be a success in your industry. You deserve it. Go celebritize yourself. Share, tag, and I hope to see you on my webinar tomorrow at noon. I'll put the link in just a moment, and y'all have a great day. Katherine, mwah, love you. Thank your husband for his help as well. We can do this, guys. You can do it too. Success Talk Live signing out after our very first launch show. Thank you for being a part of it. Come back next week at 7 o'clock. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
How do I end this thing? Oh, there
End meeting.